Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And yes, you did misclick. Welcome to the first episode of my podcast. Also, this isn't sponsored or anything yet. If you wish to sponsor the podcast, feel free to make inquiries at Sparkly Shania Official at Outlook. I'm going to put it down on the bottom of the screen here. Now, with the formalities out of the way, let's get into the heart of this video. Today, I was going to yap about image, more particularly the internet's obsession with certain public figures and more specifically their weight. This isn't anything new, body shaming has existed forever, but somewhere along 2025, it just significantly got worse. Looksmaxxers everywhere. You see guys like clavicular and mini copycats pop up. Also, nobody seems to have a personality anymore. You know, I was gonna go get a wig and have multicolored hair, but for medical reasons, I'm just not getting my hair done. But there's so much wrong now. Are we just gonna ignore the amount of people manufacturing an image online and not at all being what they claim to be? It's smart, but social climbing in general is fairly obvious. They don't do a good job of hiding it, and also, we've reached this point in society where most women don't even actually support each other anymore. Having an internet older sister just doesn't exist anymore. Oh, and if you're over 20, you're expired. Over 22, you're a grandma. I'm grandma. I'm almost 24. Like, what? Okay, tangent aside, back to the main topic. Celebrities reappearing suddenly a lot thinner or heavier in media gets people talking. I think maybe it's because they've been around for a good decade at this point, but with 2016 nostalgia, as well as for whatever reason, comparisons have become more drastic. I'm a firm believer in being healthy, but genuinely, there's nothing healthy about the pictures being painted here. Not to mention, whenever I go out, I can never tell how old someone is. Sometimes I'll see a lady at a store pushing a cart and she has a baby with her, and in my mind, I'm wondering if this is a teen mom or a woman in her 30s because of how similar they look. Scary. I've seen teens look older than me walk out of somewhere, and then I'm like, there's no way we have adolescents looking so much older to a point where it looks like they won't need an ID at a bar. It's scary. I've been ID'd multiple times because you never really know. It's a huge compliment, but I mean, at least I don't feel old. Regardless, there's a societal pressure to look good now, not just for women, but also men. I feel like women have just always been more silent about it, though. And that's just my opinion. We have many self-image issues on both sides. And I talked about it as well, how it's just not really that something spoken out about, especially when it comes to our personal experiences, because there's always this fear surrounding, we're going to be judged, we're going to be, things are going to be taken out of context and taken the wrong way. I mean, there was a girl on TikTok I saw that literally made a point about jealousy, and suddenly people were spinning it, doing psychoanalyses on her, and it turned into something that it wasn't initially meant to be. And I just felt kind of bad. But it really makes you think sometimes. Yeah. It's just seeing exploitation happen in real time, people benefiting off of others, making others feel bad about themselves. Especially paparazzi or news outlets that post maybe unflattering pictures or spin something are the worst. And I remember very specifically when I was younger, like a little girl, these magazines near the cash register always talked about female celebrities in a very negative light, like marriage over, or some sort of toxic jab at their weight, like a red circle over their stomach with a picture of them in a bikini where they're just minding their business. Like, there's so many examples of that online if you just like look up pictures or tabloids or something. And these people get paid to make that. It's always been this way. But instead of complaining about the problem, what are some ways to make things better? Guys like Clav are young and are way over their heads because of ego. Most likely insecure. Very insecure. I would choose kindness even then. Maybe you saw a negative comment about Chappelle Roan's outfit at the Grammys. It's okay. Just ignore the negative comment and instead appreciate the artistry of the fit. I liked it. It was stunning. People will always judge. It's human nature. But parasocial relationships are weird, and we have no business commenting on their lives like we know them personally. I know people are always going to say sad news for the unemployed because of all that affects people that have the time to read and catch up on pop culture. I just know the drama randomly through opening TikTok. Anyways, yes, I did make a script for this, but I would like to know, what are your thoughts on the weirdness of body image being negatively perceived in 2026? I feel like it's getting progressively worse since plastic surgery has once again improved. So now people that get work done look completely natural, which, by the way, is crazy to me. Like, it's hard to tell who aged versus who got a facelift because some people are just blessed genetically to never age, like Anne Hathaway. But, like, I wouldn't know. She's just always looked like that. Okay, enough tangents. Thank you all for joining me to listen to me yap on my first podcast. And this is going to be so much fun to make. I'll aim for a weekly schedule, so hopefully I can continue making content. I'd like some ideas for topics too, so don't hesitate to comment, like, and subscribe only if you want to. And these are going to be relatively short. Like, I'm planning out 10 to 20 minute episodes. I know that recently I haven't been very active, and that's on me, but I want to be. I want to start trying. I do have plans for this channel, and I want to make it big. So I would really appreciate it if I just get support from my audience and the people that watch me. If you've never come across my videos before, I would say that I didn't really have a cohesive niche in the past. I talked about Miraculous Ladybug and did like analyses because I was so invested in the show when it first came out. Like that was like, I was so excited to make those, and it came across like that in the videos. But as I've gotten older, my interests have changed. I've changed as a person. You just see me leaning more into doing things, and I'll talk about this on the next episode, but I'm just so glad and so lucky to be where I am today. And looking back on it, like, a lot of the times those videos were things that I made for escapism, because just for a minute, it's just me, my mic, my laptop, and my camera, and I'm just having a conversation. And it doesn't even have to be like with a million people. I like being able to express my ideas, and long form content is something that I've been trying to bring back, and I know a couple of other people have been too, with the rise of popularity of podcasts. But this podcast isn't supposed to be like those other podcasts, so I would like more eyes on this. I want to succeed in this and see if potentially this could be something that could help me make more in the future. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next.